Greetings to all you comic book readers out there, my Frontline here, and welcome everybody to my comic review. In this review, I'll be reviewing an all-new, all-different Marvel comic book, and as you can see from the title, that'll be Luke Cage, issue number 3. So, from last time we left off at Luke Cage, we left off where Dr. Matteo Corello's son, Frankie Corello, has turned into a monster thanks to Dr. Lenore Monet's serum that she tried to make for him to make him feel better, but then didn't work out so well. But before we get into that, starts off at New Orleans months ago, where Dr. Burstein, who is known to be dead in this comic book, made a serum for Mitchell Tanner, also known as Warhawk, because Mitchell Tanner was going through some anger issues and saying that he's a bad person and everything. And Dr. Burstein was the type of person that understood, like, what medication to give to them and how it could help them. And saying that he's not a bad person just to make them feel better and stuff like that. So he was a really great doctor towards everybody. So then it gets to New Orleans now, where the fight begins, and when I say Frankie turned into a monster, I'm talking about this monster right here. Artwork's drawn really great in this comic book, and the fight is beginning right there. And the only thing Mitchell Tanner was concerned about was just his car getting wrecked, as Luke Cage was fighting off with him, taking a different car part off, because Luke Cage was encountering that blade that could cut through him, and we saw that in issues 1 and learned about in issue 2 of the last issue. And with that, as Luke Cage managed to dodge that, let's just say that Frankie used it on Warhawk and stabbed him in the chest, whereas Warhawk got up, because remember, he's indestructible like Luke Cage, and uses it on Frankie, but in a decapitation way, which was killing Frankie. So the crime scene investigators call Cyril Morgan and told him about the news of that happening, and he has a talk with Celeb, and he thinks that all this was his fault, and what he's trying to tell him is that it was Bernstein's fault because he offered him the world and everything. He's made a mess of everything. So he's basically going to make everything right for his son, so that way nothing like this happens again. So they go to Dr. Bernstein's old lab to help out Warhawk with what's going on. And Luke Cage wasn't really too happy about leaving a major crime scene of all that happening. And, Lenore's just talking about how she didn't know the ratios of trying to make the cure of the medicine, and she tried the best she could. And also, we saw that Frankie killed his father in the last issue, which was explained all right here. So, they're just going to find out more of the investigation of that happening. Then we get to the Ninth Ward Mafia, where the gang we saw from last issue was mentioned here. And Cyril Morgan actually goes to them to actually make a offering to them to get Warhawk and Luke Cage out of the picture using that blade. So that's not going to be good for Luke Cage and Warhawk, for that matter. And then Luke Cage was like saying, I think I heard everything of what you said to me, Lenore, but you either haven't told me everything or you've been lying to me. And get this, somebody actually comes at the end of the issue to speak with Luke Cage. And you know who that was? Dr. Burstein. And I was like, what? But wasn't he dead? Well, doesn't look like that. He appears to be alive and well. To be continued. And here is the next issue of the preview of issue 4. So Dr. Burstein was not dead after all. So because he's right there, right in front of Luke Cage. This is no hallucination or anything, or, I mean, I don't think so, because he saw him, and that's really something. So, wow. Really can't wait to see how the next issue is going to play out for Luke Cage. But really great comic book. Rand give for this is at least a 4 out of 5 stars. Great artwork and a really great story. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens in the next issue of Luke Cage, like I said before, to see all that. And with Sorrell Morgan, who made a deal with the Mafia about the Blade and everything to take out Warlock and Luke Cage, that's going to be something interesting to see in this comic book. Really, really great stuff. But with that, everybody, that's my comic review of Luke Cage, issue number 3. Before I go, don't forget to check out sources of ComicFrontline.com, ZoneForPodcast.com, and YouTube game channel Frontline Gaming Zone. The number one source for comic and game-related news, reviews, and a whole bunch more. Click that subscribe button so it'll be in your subscription box and you won't miss out on any videos that we upload daily. And comments are always welcome in the comment section. Likes, dislikes, or anything I have to say about Luke Cage, let me know in the comments of anything, and I'll try to get back to you guys as soon as I can. And to all you comic book readers out there, Mike Confront saying take care, and as always, don't forget to keep watching. Later, everybody.